What's going on, y'all? What's going on? I ain't gonna lie. I think I might have jumped the gun on the Earl sweatshirt thing, man. I think I might have jumped the gun, man. I think I might have jumped the gun, bro. I said that shit was kind of trash. I went back and listened to it again in the car. I went back and listened to it again in the car, like how I said I was on the last live. Might be top three in this catalog, man. Might be top three in this catalog. Let me see what songs. Let me see what songs I like the most. The last song I actually like the most. I'm just airmailing you strength. That was fire as fuck. I've never heard something like that before, and that's what I look for. Earl Sweatshirt to give me bars. He has a perspective that's very. He's a Pisces, so he has. When he said that, I was like, oh, I fucking get it. You definitely not trying to sound like the rest of these niggas. Um, I think I might have jumped the gun. That last live, I think I might have jumped the gun, man. Yeah, I think I might have jumped the gun. I ain't gonna lie to you. I might have jumped the gun on that one. Let me go see some songs. Let me go look at this album. So when I first initially listened to it, I only listened to half the album. So Earl Sweatshirt, if you see this live, just know somewhat of an apology because I jumped the gun on this. But Live, Laugh, Love might be one of Earl Sweatshirt's. It might be top three. Well Done, Static, Exhaust, Crisco. Those were the ones that Gamma was fire too. So but I say it was probably like two tracks I didn't like on there. But it's a 9 out of 11. So I'm not going. Yeah. Yeah, it's a 9 out of 11. I can't even cap. Um is it better than Vordior or Sick? Feet of Clay? I don't know. Um um I'm just that I was highly impressed with the writing again. You can't take away even on the last live I said before, you cannot take away the man's talent. You know what I'm saying? You can't take away his talent and what he brings to the game. And what he does bring to the game is a whole different fucking perspective, man. That you're really just not used to. You know what I mean? A whole different perspective you're not used to. Um, Actually, what we're gonna do is because I haven't watched this I haven't watched um the interview he has out, but I'm definitely about to now. I'm gonna give him his respect. It's just due. Definitely just due. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in, tapping the fuck in. Uh, Earl Sweatshirt, if you see this, or if somebody from Earl Sweatshirt Camp sees this, I'm definitely I've definitely eaten my words in the sense, kind of kicking myself. Crisco, Exhaust, Tourmaline, what's the other one? Fuck, Gamma, that was fire. Um, I'm just I gotta chill sometimes jumping the gun on shit. I gotta chill sometimes jumping the gun. This might be top three in this catalog. So yeah, he's fire, bro. He's fire. Like Earl Sweatshirt is fire. And even with me initially not liking it, I still said the nigga's pen is damn near unmatched. Like there's not too many people who can rap like Earl Sweatshirt. And I re-listened to the motherfucking album like how I promised people, man. And I'm eating my words, man. I'm eating my words. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm really I'm really eating my words. So I just want y'all to know that if you see this Earl Sweatshirt or anybody in your cap sees this, do not pay attention to the last live, nigga. You know what I mean? You're welcome, Nick. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, Nick. Welcome to the New York Times podcast, your gladiator manner of rapping, music criticism. I'm John Caramonica, critic of the New York Times. What's going on, y'all? What's going on?
Culture reporter at the New York Times. Going on? I'm Earl Sweatshirt, and I didn't have a more funny artist name to say right now.
You, of course, know Earl from his decade plus rap career, going back all the way to the earliest days of Odd Future.
Earl puts the ass in assassin with the piece of the decomposed body.
Earl Sweatshirt.
What's going on, y'all? Earl Sweatshirt, man. My apologies, nigga. 9 out of 11. I said 6, and I really said out of the 6 songs that I had, only like 2. I still stand on you could have had some better production on this album. I still stand on you could have had better production on this album. However, it was it was good. It was good. Sasha, what's good? Shout out to the 19 people who was just in this motherfucker, man. Shout out to the 19 people who was in the building, man. Shout out to the 19 people who was in the building, man. Shout out to the 19 people who was in the building, man. Um, this is the podcast interview. Earl Sweatshirt on Live, Laugh, Love, Fatherhood, Our Future, and the Wiz Khalifa tour. So he's on the Wiz Khalifa tour. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah. He's on the Wiz Khalifa tour. And you just gotta respect that.
Was the first breakout of this group.
I think Earl represents a lot of what the game needs now. Someone who's definitely like down to earth, yet still able to connect to the culture, keeping his hand on the culture. Hola Espanol, contact. What's good? What's good? So Earl Sweatshirt, man, like I said, my last live, I might have went a little overboard. I think I jumped the gun. Honestly think I jumped the gun on that one because like I said, I told everybody, I said, let me go re-listen to it because it cannot be trash. Earl Sweatshirt is not trash. Because I'm even listening to the bars he's saying, and I'm like, it just wasn't connecting initially. Very first listen. But Earl Sweatshirt taught me a very, very valuable lesson in you cannot just listen to an album once. You have to listen to the album again. And then you have to listen to the album again. And then you have to maybe listen to it all week. And then after that, you give it about 2 weeks break and you come back and listen to it again, and it'll be a whole different album. It'll be a whole different album. So shout out to Earl Sweatshirt for actually like making an album that you have to listen to twice. Because you to enjoy the album, you have to listen to it again. And for me, unfortunately, listening to the whole album at first was one of the main reasons why I didn't catch the vibe of it.
Earl,
I know Earl Sweatshirt, the nigga has a pen that's damn near unmatched. They're saying right now he was one of the first people to break out of Our Future. It wasn't Tyler the Creator. So Earl Sweatshirt at one point was more famous than Tyler the Creator. So let's just get that out the way, right? And it's just one of them things where you just got to give a nigga a chance. Well, Earl Sweatshirt don't need a chance. He already got his cult fan base. You know what I'm saying? It's just more so like when you get a nigga like me, you get a content creator, right? And we just want to hurry up and make some content. That was I was guilty of that. I'm man, I don't want to say this, but I might have been guilty of just trying to make some content, y'all. Because I was so hyped that I felt like the last track, Exhaust, should have been the beginning, and I would have been captivated to listen to the rest of the album. That's just me, right? But I'm trying to be vulnerable right now. And I told people on my last live, I am going to go back and listen to the album to see what I missed. Because I had to have missed something because he's not trash. And I did miss something. 5, 6 other songs, nigga. I only listened to 6 songs. It's 11 tracks. It's 11 songs on there. He has some really, really interesting beat choices. But he is talking about his son a lot more. And he seems a lot more happy. This isn't a depressing album. There are a couple of tracks on there that remind me of, like that depressing state just by his voice. But this wasn't a depressing album. Now, whoever came in my last live and said that shit, y'all were right. I wish they would come back in this live and be like, see, I told you, you know what I mean? So I definitely jumped the gun. I just wanted to make some, I was caught up in the content realm. I was caught up wanting to make some content because Earl Sweatshirt just dropped an album. I kind of didn't want to miss it. And I honestly got to apologize because it might have came off a bit of a hater, you know. And I don't know no other content creator who would make a video actually telling you, like, I might have just wanted to make some content, and me not even knowing it, me not even knowing that I just want to make content. You know what I'm saying? So, Christian Ben, what's good? Sasha Logan, what's good? Contact Nick, everybody, what it do, man? Y'all make sure to double tap that screen, man. Y'all somebody send this to Earl Sweatshirt and let him know I fucked up. This is a 9 out of 11. There's only 2 songs on there that I went back to, and I was like, could have kept that one off. Could have had 9 tracks on there, but 9 out of 11 is way better than fucking 2 out of 11. Like I said, man, I think I might have wanted to make some content really fast. I was pissed off because I wasn't impressed at first. I wasn't impressed with what was being said, what was going on.
Came out.
But as we're seeing right now, you know, he at one point was more famous than Tyler, the Creator, for a reason. In his younger years, or yesteryears, as people like to call it, in his yesteryears. You know, the whole thing with fatherhood for him, I'm pretty sure it improved his mental health. Shout out to Earl Sweatshirt for that. I'm just airmailing you strength is one of the hardest bars I've heard all year. He said a shit ton of bars, and the rhyme schemes that he had in this was amazing. Oh man, the rhyme schemes he had was amazing. And now that I'm listening to this album, it made me realize how much more of a poet he is, and I think he's going more into that poetic phase of his career, where he just kind of feels like I just got to say what I want in any flow that I want because I naturally already have the gift to just make it sound good. You know what I'm saying? Mary May, what's good? Christian, what's good? Mary May, what it do? To sound good. So I just think that he's going deeper into his pocket. His cult fan base is always going to fuck with him, you know? So he has no issues there. I think that this might get a bit of critical acclaim if people give it a chance and give it a listen. But we all know, if you know Earl Sweatshirt, he doesn't he doesn't try to make hits. So he doesn't give a fuck about a Grammy. He doesn't give a fuck about winning awards. He doesn't give a fuck how much it streams, you know? What he does give a fuck about is doing the music and putting it out there for the people, and who likes it, and y'all stick with it like that, you know? I'm pretty sure he's going to get some new fans with this, though. He stayed consistent. He drops like every other year. So got to congratulate him on that. You know what I'm saying? Got to congratulate him on being able to continue to sharpen your pen. Whoever he's around and he's freestyling with, or whatever inspiration he's getting, you know, obviously besides his child, his going through fatherhood. I think that Tyler, the Creator, does have a bit to do with it because he's seeing like people are liking rap again. He's seeing that people are interested in actual bars again. Like I said, he's been dropping this whole time, but I really do think that Tyler, the Creator, and Clips and Kendrick and everybody he realized that there's competition again. I feel like he feels refreshed to be able to feel like there's competition in the field again, because he was like, most of you niggas still suck. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised to see you niggas still suck. That was the funniest bar that I heard in there. I'm trying to think about some other bars too, man. He just said a lot, and I just re-listened to the whole album again, so it's hard for me to go back and pull out a bar just by listening to it again. Brox, what up? Brox, what it do? Brox, what it do? Hey, y'all make sure, man, to double tap this motherfucking live. Double tap the live. And if you like Earl Sweatshirt music, which means you like lyricism, go check out my videos, comment on my new video I just dropped, and let me know if that is lyricism. Let me know if you hear the bars in that. Let me know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say I got caught up in making content. I got caught up in making content, man, when I made that last live. The previous live, I said Earl Sweatshirt's album remind me of the Carter 6. It's not even close to the Carter 6, man. When it comes to how good it is, Earl Sweatshirt came out with a better album than Lil Wayne this year. I'm gonna have to say that too. What else did I say? I said the production wasn't good. The production wasn't. I feel like the production could have been better in the sense of his voice being more dominant because Earl Sweatshirt has a naturally lower tone. But I went back and listened to the whole album, and I get why he has that tone, and it did sound a little bit better. But I feel like the production could have been just a tad bit better. Maybe I'm being nitpicky, but when it comes to bars and when it comes to the beat selection and when it comes to the vibe and when it comes to his fan base, he feeds his fan base what they need. So that's definitely something that's needed in the game right now. I wouldn't doubt that he, drops, an EP or something. You know what I mean? So shout out to Earl Sweatshirt, man. Shout out to our future, Tyler Creator, everybody who had influence at that time. Them guys came out and changed the whole fucking game. Past 10, 15 years, a lot of rappers who are underground kind of go with they flow, kind of go with they sound, the beats that they had, the looks, the shock value. I think a lot of the shock value definitely came from those guys for sure, for shit show. That's why you see a lot of people trying to do shit now. I think they were the peak of it, especially in the blog era. So our future definitely grew up in the blog era. It was definitely something to watch because I watched them. That's how I even know about these guys. I watched them. I'm a fan of bars. I'm a fan of rap. I'm a fan of hip hop. These guys definitely do that shit without even trying so hard. You know what I'm saying? Can you name a car for an edit? A flying car. Give me a flying car, Jamal. I want a flying car landing on a vertiport. Give me a fucking flying car landing on a vertiport. What's up, Void Lord? Jamal, what it do? Void Lord, Jamal, what it do, man? I'm giving my apologies, my most sincere apologies to Earl Sweatshirt. Definitely was trying to make some content. I got caught up in making content. Not gonna lie about that. I got caught up making content. Didn't really want to review it with unbiased ears. Very biased on the sounds and shit like that. But the one thing that I stayed on, the one thing that I didn't change was that I said that nigga pen is golden. And I kept saying it in my last live. I said his pen is golden. You cannot take the talent away from him. I initially was disappointed with what he came out with. However, like I said, fully listening to the album in my car, turned up a little bit more because I feel like his voice was a little low. Not because his voice is low naturally, because I feel like the production could have been just a little bit better. 10 to 20% better. It was phenomenal. Phenomenal. And he should definitely come out with more videos. For his songs. So I feel like he could kind of project, what he's saying more visually with imagery. He definitely is an interesting character to watch. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Earl Sweatshirt. I hope he sees this live and not the last live. I'm keeping both of them up, but I hope he sees this live and not the last live. My next live, man, I will be going to the new setup. I just like to switch it up. So shout out to everybody who's going to be watching this. Shout out to everybody who watches my content. I'm officially, I guess I'm a live streamer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Some every now and again, we got people that come in here that's pretty famous that watch my lives, man. I want to be able to help y'all consume what's really needed. And I really do feel like this Earl Sweatshirt album, I don't know none of those guys. No one's paid me nothing. Go get the album. Go buy the album. Go buy the vinyl. Go buy this nigga's merch. Like, it's definitely worth it. Because I'm going to be doing so myself. I'm going to be buying a couple of albums that this 2025 is starting to feel like some of like the best year for hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It's starting to. I might have to if Wale drops an album, all right. Lupe is dropping music. Like this might be the best. Not for billboards, not for accolades. This might be the best year for hip hop. We're getting a lot of people coming out the fucking woodworks that are getting respected. That's got content creators like me. Hopefully, niggas is reacting to the Earl Sweatshirt shit. You know what I'm saying? But we have content creators getting more in depth and accepting the fact that hip hop matters because this is why y'all here. Like we even got What's the Dirt and DJ Academics talking to each other about the lawsuit. And subconsciously, they're starting to care about hip hop and they're starting to notice why hip hop even fucking matters. I don't care about what DJ Academics said. I don't give a fuck about what the Dirt said beforehand. That lawsuit is making them realize that, damn, we might have not been on the right side of history. It's not that people don't want to see Drake succeed. It's that Drake is blocking. He's blocking what potentially. He's not doing it actively, but he's potentially blocking music coming out like Earl Sweatshirt, potentially blocking music coming out like Tyler the Creator, Kendrick Lamar, The Clips, Lupe Fiasco, Ghostface Killer. You know what I mean? Like, and all of these people are in their 30s and up, 27 and up. Really, you know what I'm saying? 30 and up. And a lot of people want to say, oh man, you know, hip hop is a young man's game. Not when they all dying. Hip hop is not a young man's game. Music is not a young man's game. You have to how music is made. Now, granted, you can come out at a young age and get a buzz, but I'm saying how music is made is you going through an experience. If you're 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, you probably ain't been through shit yet. You probably haven't been through anything for you to create a whole world and a life. You know, it takes time for you to build a world and a image and aura and anticipation for something that's readily available, that's food for thought, that'll last. The music that Earl Sweatshirt has just dropped, it will last. It's not microwavable. All right, it's not a hit for the radio to try and get some TikTok spins. Try and get you to put it on your face. You're not gonna see nobody put this music on their Facebook. You're not gonna see most of these songs trending on TikTok. I listen to all those songs. Now, one of those songs is trending on YouTube right now. Not one of them. You know why? Because niggas don't know how to consume real music. Oh, Chance the Rapper dropped. Man, we got Chance the Rapper dropping, and he's actually on some blackity black shit, and I love it. He's done some questionable things in the past. His music is doing all right though. Void Lord, I don't know what team I'm on. I'm on Earl Sweatshirt team though. Whoever Earl Sweatshirt is rapping against, that's who the fuck I'm with. I'm with Earl Sweatshirt. I'm against whoever he don't like. Because I don't want one of his team members to watch that last live and be like, oh, we got a hater. Nah, man, I made a big mistake because I am a fan of bars and lyricism, which indirectly makes me a fan of Earl Sweatshirt because that's all that nigga do. He keeps it simple every now and again, but songs like Static and Exhaust and Gamma is fucking like lyrical prowess at the tippity top. So it's beautiful, the type of music that we're getting. And if you're catching these moments, if you're catching what's going on, then you will start to slowly realize that the hip hop is alive and well. You know what I mean? So let's hear about what Earl Sweatshirt has to say on his album Live, Laugh, Love that just dropped on fatherhood, about our future and being on the Wiz Khalifa tour. So shout out to the Popcast. Shout out to y'all, man. Earl Sweatshirt, don't diss me. If you do, I'm gonna respond, but I'm probably gonna respond with compliments, nigga.
Samoa was a huge piece of internet lore the chance of Free Earl, rang out at all of the early Odd Future shows.
Look, contrast is Maryland.
And when he came back, it turned out that he was riding on the fastest hip hop train going.
Earl Sweatshirt had a chance to become one of the most famous rappers of his generation. Instead, he took a much more unlikely path through lo-fi hip-hop.
Black for the white kids, white for the blacks, come on the road, crack the house, fucking bicycle.
And as he's evolved in his career, one thing that's really stood out is Earl is a great philosopher in rap in terms of his own music, and also kind of a great philosopher of rap.
Baby Grizz, I think I fucked up, bro. I think I just tried to troll. I think I just tried to troll Earl Sweatshirt, and that nigga is a living, walking troll. So shout out to Earl Sweatshirt, man. You watched my last live. I promise you, nigga. Prematurely judge the music. Baby Grizz, what it do, man? We watching this interview, Baby Grizz. I need you to go comment on my last 3 videos I just dropped. I just dropped a new video. But I need you to comment on them last 3 videos, man. I see you commenting now, though, nigga, but I need you to keep commenting, man. Baby Grizz in the motherfucking building. You know what it is. That nigga's a moderator. If he tell one of y'all niggas to get the fuck up out of here, guess what? I'm getting you niggas the fuck up out of here. He don't even got to be a mod. If he say one of y'all niggas got to get the fuck up out of here, guess what? Get the fit, nigga. Shout out to Baby Grizz, man. I'm glad you're watching. Baby Grizz, you always help entertain. You keep me on this motherfucker. Every time I see somebody named like yours, I stay on this motherfucker a little bit longer, man. So shout out to motherfucking Baby Grizz, man. Let's watch this interview.
In terms of his perspective in the genre, its evolutions, its creative contours, its changes. He's a person who sees the whole thing, appreciating it as a fan while remaking it from the inside.
Yeah, Baby Grizz, all the way. Fan bam, thank you, ma'am. Ho-wham. Got that from Ish and Joe Budden Podcast. Ho-wham. Shout out to Ish. Shout out to Ish and Joe Budden Podcast. Ho-wham. Every time I hear that, it's just hilarious.
He's here today with a new album. It's Live, Laugh, Love. It's Earl Sweatshirt. We just saw you in the other room, in the green room. People don't know that.
And he's trolling with the album name, I feel like, because that's like a Hallmark, like a Hallmark card, fucking, you know what I mean? Like some Hallmark card shit. So I feel like Earl Sweatshirt is trolling a little bit with the album name, because on top of me knowing that he raps like that, say Dougie Flesh is my brother. My blood brother. Jamal, what it do? Baby Grizz, what it do? Hey, man, y'all go to Earl Sweatshirt and say Bolo and say Trey Bolo apologizes, man. I'm apologizing. I'm not going to lie. I did not give this motherfucking album a chance. I rushed to it and rushed back on my phone to make some content to try to go viral. That's what I'm going to say. Subconsciously. Because consciously, I initially did not like the album. Fucking love it, man. It's only 2 tracks on there that's questionable to me, but it's 9 out of 11. It's 11 songs on there. Y'all make sure. I don't even know what the name of the album is called. Live, Laugh, Love. See what I'm saying? You see what I mean? Stupid ass nigga.
There's a vaunted New York Times podcast creator.
Oh, God.
Yes. So we just saw you cat cut on the phone.
We were seeing how the sausage was made. You were making memes to post on Instagram to announce your new album.
Yeah, my stomach finally said. It's like you have a goal and you're like, it's time. That's the whole new wave. The old wave is like, and I know this because I'm hybrid. Old wave is like, I must be put through the fires of discipline and training in order to be able to contribute something worthwhile to this thing, because I'm just like a lowly.
Baby Grizz, you got it. You got an Instagram, man. If you're serious about it, man, let me know. I head up to that bitch next week. Shit. Let me know something, Baby Grizz. If you trolling, let it be known, nigga.
Thing, and this is this institution of editing or music or comedy or whatever it is.
And then pay my dues. I have to do it right.
Which there is great utility to.
Sure.
Because you're gonna just do a whole bunch of work while you're being super hard on yourself. But there's also great utility to the new wave. What is it?
Jamal, what it do, Jamal? What you mean? Who made it? What you talking about? Oh, the new video. Oh. His new album is called Live, Laugh, Love. Baby Grizz. Baby Grizz. Baby Grizz. Hit me on the email, bro. Hit me on motherfucking Facebook. Hit me on the motherfucking Instagram. Hit me on Instagram. Hit me on the email. Email or Instagram, man. I'm serious.
Oh, I'm just about to do it. You know what I mean? Just like, all right, I'm about to
toss it off.
try it. It's about to literally be bad because it's my first time doing this.
But you had a facility with it.
For sure. And I just fucked around and just tasted blood. I just fucking edited some shit. It's over. I got half CapCut now.
Yeah.
I do.
This is gonna be a bloopers only episode. It's all bloopers. It's just bloopers, no questions.
That's dope. I'm so glad they respect it. Baby Grizz, what it do? Well, shit, you never know who you talking to. Baby Grizz, you been watching me for a while, man. So you know I put in hella work. You know what I'm saying? Outside of these lives, man, I really do be putting in work, man. Be trying to make connections and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Questions with bloopers.
I thought it was going crazy. Like, I thought y'all were like,
You're like, why is she getting up? Like, she's so excited.
Thank you. Sorry about that. It's pretty gross.
So you announced your new album
Yeah.
just now on Instagram, live from the New York Times building.
I would say mainly for the sake of keeping the cortisol low. Like, that shit was mad chill. I was just like, announced my album. That shit was wildly anticlimactic. Like,
And that's what you're striving for.
it's real. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like trying to manufacture some excitement.
You're not trying to get too high or too low. That seems to be where you're at in life
Exactly.
on this album. What's the album called? It's out Friday.
Live, laugh, love. Go get that.
Live, Laugh, Love. That people know from Etsy. It's like Pinterest core, right?
Mhm.
It's like Target. You walk in, you see a throw pillow or like a wood etching.
Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I'm saying he's trolling, because the fucking name of the album is so commercial. Earl Sweatshirt is not commercial, bro. That is, Earl Sweatshirt is not commercial, bro. Hey, man, like I said, hit me on the email, bro. I'm ready, bro. I perform in front of the donut shop, nigga. Shit, you don't fuck about that shit. Perform in front of the donut shop. You know me, I perform in front of that motherfucking nigga. I ain't tripping on that shit. Hey, anybody watching this live right now, I want y'all to go troll Earl Sweatshirt and say, Bolo apologizes. Say Bolo apologizes on every song he got, or just on one of his videos. If he sees this and he goes to my channel, he watches my live, I hopefully he watches the first one and then watches the second. That nigga snapped, bro. He snapped, bro. 9 out of 11, bro. 9 out of 11. That's like 87% or some shit. 9 out of 11, bro. That's me. I didn't skip any songs on there. It's just what my brain sonically accepted. You know what I mean? It was 9 out of 11 songs. It was way better than fucking Lil Wayne's Carter 6. No, it's not even, Carter 6 is not even touching this. You know what I'm saying? And it's in a totally different lane. Lil Wayne is commercial. That is what I'm saying about this nigga. When they saying Hallmark, Target, fucking Walmart type shit, like, this nigga, he named his album Live, Laugh, Love on some troll shit because he's not commercial, but the name of his album is like some commercial manufacturer. You listen to the album, it fire, bro. Fire. I'm telling you, man, the contrast of the album name and how he raps is even in itself, I feel like a troll. He still got it, man.
And it says Live, Laugh, Love. It's like, when I see it, I think of like, this is basic middle American white woman. Like, that's
definitely where the thought started.
Yeah, so what does it mean to you? Because I feel like, people who know you know that you're on.
Yeah, Baby Grizz, man. I got you, Brody.
in this journey in life. We've been listening to your music since you're 16 years old. You're now in your early 30s. You have a family. And this album, when I hear it, seems to be saying, like, my feet are firmly planted on the ground.
Absolutely, but I think it captured both parts of myself, as you just said, which is like being 16 and then also like having a family. So like the 16-year-old that still is somewhere is like live my love, like I'm thinking dumbass shit.
Like I'm a troll.
Yeah,
like, blah, blah, blah.
yeah, hilarious. Live my
Exactly.
love, the world is fucked. It's like I
See?
guess the
I
joke
knew
was
it.
on me because it's like.
I knew it. See, I just said that. This is my first time watching this interview, and they just said what I said. I swear to God, they just said what I said, bro.
My feet are firmly
They just literally said what I said, and I
Absolutely,
haven't
but
watched this
it
ever.
was- It captured both parts of myself that you just said, which is like being 16 and then also like having a family. So like the 16-year-old that still is somewhere is like live my love, like I'm thinking dumbass shit.
Like I'm a troll.
Yeah,
like, blah, blah, blah.
yeah, hilarious. Live my love, the world is fucked. It's like I guess the joke was on me because it's like that shit is serious as fuck. Like if you have kids, like that shit is not even like kind of funny at all. If someone says live, laugh, love, and you have kids, you're like exactly brother,
facts.
exactly
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
Because it's like
From heart.
dire. It's like not a joke, and it really feels like being a parent is like we're part of a weird secret society.
I say that Joe has children more than Joe says.
I have an 18-month-old daughter.
Uh-huh.
Became a father January 2024.
Congratulations, brother.
And you have a toddler and a newborn, is that right? How old are your kids now?
I have a 4-year-old and a 1-month-old.
Wow.
Damn, he got a 4-year-old. I ain't know he had 2 kids, man. Damn, I did not know he had 2 kids, bruh. Damn, he had that bitch in his late 20s though. Damn, man. Shout out to Earl Sweatshirt'S kids, man. 4-year-old, 1-month-old.
So you're here
Baby Grizz, like I said, man, hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on the email, man.
putting out an album, promoting it across the country from your home with a 1-month-old. Like,
Definitely.
is that a struggle? Like, should you be
Absolutely.
home?
I mean, should I try not to deal with because it's different from what is happening?
You also have a job. This
I
is your
also
profession.
definitely have a job. This will help.
AIDS for everything.
Yeah, some of that shit out. It'll help that. And yeah, having it locked in with Ida makes it so I can't even be out here.
That's your wife.
Yeah, my wife, because she's like, go. Because we're doing the thing now. So she's like, okay, you can go do the thing, come
right
and
back.
bring it
Right.
to the thing and then
Right.
the thing and go to bed.
When you have a
It's funny. That nigga said, go do the thing, go back, ring the thing, and then you go to do the thing. That is a nigga answer. That is such a nigga answer. That is a nigga answer, bro.
you also have a job. This
I
is your
also
profession.
definitely have a job. This will help.
AIDS for everything.
Yeah, some of that shit out. It'll help that. And yeah, having it locked in with Ida makes it so I can't even be out here.
That's your wife.
Yeah, my wife, because she's like, go. Because we're doing the thing now. So she's like, okay, you can go do the thing, come
Come right
and
back.
bring it
Right.
to the thing and then
Right.
the thing and go to bed.
When you have a home base,
Yeah.
you can go out and kill
Exactly.
yourself a bison
And then bring it back, and then different people do different things with different parts of the bison. But fuck, it is hard, bro, to be without the baby, cause she's so cute. It's like I can't even.
Congratulations. I don't know if we said enough. Like having a baby a month ago, it's like I can't even imagine
No, for sure.
where your brain is at.
My brain for sure just came back.
You were in that dream state for
For
the last
sure.
4 weeks.
For sure, and I didn't even realize it.
Right.
Cause both of us, we're so like, all right,
It's adrenaline, it's euphoria, it's exhaustion,
100%.
it's bliss, it's misery, right?
For 2 weeks, I definitely was walking around like kind of shell shocked, and I didn't realize it.
Can I break fourth wall for a second?
Mhm.
Is there any chance that you would take the sunglasses off?
No.
No?
But I feel like most def.
You're missing the eye contact?
Well, yeah, because I can see the happiness in your eyes, but then I wonder if everybody else can
I'm
see.
trying it. I've never done sunglasses. It's a thing.
Okay.
I'm like being a sunglasses guy.
You're aestheticizing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did it.
Okay. So it's a choice. Okay.
You might have to say some like earth-shattering
For you.
shit. Yeah.
Or you might just want to hit like the Tom Cruise or something, like a tiny.
Just like, bro, this is my daughter.
Yeah, exactly. See. Just think about
So cute.
Just think.
Literally so cute.
One thing that you just alluded to about almost like the implied tension of the album title is on the one hand it's read as a troll, on the other hand it's read as sincerity. And I do think,
nigga, why did you ask him to take his glasses off? That has nothing to do with nothing. The nigga obviously it goes with what he's got going on. Obviously, I feel like that was a little rude and a bit of entitlement coming from him, and it's bad because he's white, but minus the white part. I think that he felt like he had to do that, just being like entitled because you're an interviewer. You know what I'm saying?
since your earliest recordings and your earliest presence in the world, I think that's the actual duality that you've been wrestling with.
It's the story arc.
Like when you come back from Samoa and are sort of like, I'm thrust into Odd Future, but also I've just had this incredible, moving personal experience, and how do I balance those in myself?
It's the being of artists to like reflect the time that they're in and surroundings. And the fear of being cringe was like more palpable. Like, especially like 3 years ago. And that kind of was born of, I remember when we were in like the first grade, I don't know if people remember, but I remember when we found the word random, like as a generation, like random, and kind of that being the impetus for kind of the absurd direction that the comedy took.
Yes.
Like the satirical nature, the irony of, and then that kind of moved from just jokes to like life.
And then that subsumed everything.
Exactly, because then kids started only like, they didn't have, exactly, and they didn't have the historical reach to maybe understand like.
It's the final game, folks. This one comes in series.
Yo, what it do? What it do, man? Hey, man, somebody tag Earl Sweatshirt in this motherfucker. Tell him to come in this live, man. I'm watching the interview. Put your lighters up. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Refresh the everyday with Mentos gum. Yes to fresh.
We got new hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Have fun, boys.
2 minutes later.
How's that even possible? Luckily, almost every kid.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I have been dealing with dry eye.
Yes, sir. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. I don't want to listen to you talk.
The ability to reach back, that arm's length became like much shorter in like recent history. Like, cause I feel like my generation, we know about the 1800s, the 1920s. Like the 30 niggas is like familiar with certain things that was happening, and as you advance further through time, motherfuckers is like, who is Trick Daddy?
What the fuck are you? Yo, what the hell on? Wait a minute. That was like that's the funniest shit. I did not expect that. I did not expect Trick Daddy after the 1800s and the 1920s. Get the fuck out of here, man. Hello. That was just genuinely funny. That nigga's funny, man. I would actually like to hang with that nigga, man.
Exactly, because then kids started only like they didn't have exactly, and they didn't have the historical reach to maybe understand like the ability to reach back, that reach, that arm's length became like much shorter in like recent history. Like, because I feel like my generation, we know about the 1800s, the 1920s, like the 30s. Niggas is like familiar with certain things that was happening, and as you advance further through time, motherfuckers is like, who is Trick Daddy?
Yeah.
Not like have kids.
We're in an ahistorical moment.
Yeah, like we're in.
Trick Daddy is a famous rapper from the 1800s. Google it.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Pool
That was funny.
Get shallower. It suffers from, you know, what things that suffer from inbreeding suffer from, which is like, it's morphed. It doesn't understand its like history, so it can only kind of keep like flipping over in one spot, and that's kind of what we had hit with like the irony. And I feel like yeah, nature is good. I feel like God is good. I feel like the truth is the truth. So it's like, it's not about me letting it go. It's about that it happened to me. Like, I tried to be above the human condition.
Right. You tried to be bigger than
live,
sincerity.
laugh, love.
Yeah.
And then it's like, yeah?
What else?
What do you need now?
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
Food,
Life pulled you
laughter.
now, like,
nature.
now you're about to have a kid. You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do now? You're in like a crazy argument.
Right. You're gonna feed your kid memes?
Yeah.
You're gonna feed your kid irony?
Not even just, it's like you're gonna literally, you heard about, my wife just told me about still face, like why you shouldn't be up in your kid's face super stoic. Because they don't know what the fuck is going on with that. And then they'll like cry and get scared, and it'll make it harder for them to play. So it'll make it harder for them to learn. You have to laugh so that your child can learn, and your child has to learn so that your child can stay alive in this crazy world. So like, you have to laugh. Like,
that's a very deep way to just look at a laugh, my nigga. That is a very deep way to look at. I gotta rewind that and play it one more time.
Literally, you heard about my wife just told me about still face. Like, why you shouldn't be up in your kid's face super stoic. Because they don't know what the fuck is going on with that. And then they'll like cry and get scared, and it'll make it harder for them to play. So it'll make it harder for them to learn. You have to laugh so that your child can learn, and your child has to learn so that your child can stay alive in this crazy world. So like, you have to laugh. Like, it's not really an option.
Is parenting kind of an opportunity, an unintended opportunity to kind of relitigate the conditions of your own childhood?
Every single time. Like, I have 2 kids, it's only deepened with each child.
How much you're thinking about your own upbringing?
Yeah, absolutely. But then like, the most liberating practice in it that it forces you into doing is for sure letting go. For sure letting go of the fact that, yeah, like once this dude, like, I think it's like 3 or 4, like some point last year, like he came to be with me, my son, he's in his, this is an actual point, because I have to show the eyes. He's in his bed, and he's like, and I'm looking at him, and I'm like, just like, wow, my son. And I'm like letting him see me like marvel at him. And he's kind of like, he's like, you know? Like,
he sees you seeing him.
So he's being nice. He's like, look, I'm like, I love you. So he's like, I love you too, Dad. I like, close the door, and I'm like, I'm so charismatic. Like, I'm gonna like surprise this nigga. Like,
on some dad shit. On some dad
it's
shit.
really not bedtime. I like jump back in. I'm like, yeah, like I'm just kidding. And he's like, dude, crazy. And then I'm like, all right. It's like, I'm gonna do it again. And I like stopped before the second time I did it and just looked through the crack. And this dude had gone from like, good night, Dad, to like in the bed. And it was like right then in like 0.2 seconds. It was right then, and I was like, okay, this is like a guy.
He saw through your bed.
Yeah, he's like, okay, guy. Like, I love you too. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna go to bed. Like, let me Ponder my orb, nigga.
It's a very evocative image that you wrap on the album about
Nigga,
having
description
a dream
is
about
fire,
your
man.
son in 2016.
That literally happened.
2016, I had a dream of my son crawling around on the ceiling, and I never seen so finally found a meaning.
I was on a tour bus. I had a dream about a baby on the ceiling of the tour bus. And I was like, what the fuck is good with this? Years down the line, I was like, oh, this nigga turned my world upside down.
Something that's so
Damn, that's
the
fire.
way your rapping has developed, and I think it's really like
That's fire.
At a peak.
That's
on
fire.
This album is the way that you can sort of cut abstraction with the literal, like every now and then. Like there's a lot of stuff where that's open for interpretation, or that maybe means something to you, and then you'll slip in something plain spoken.
Definitely.
That's very much like, okay, this is not open for interpretation. Like
this is this.
And it seems like when you really want to land a point, you know how.
Definitely.
So it's intentional the way you write.
Absolutely, because I'm gonna speak to like the parts of myself that are really specific to only certain kind of people. This shit, like, I always be thinking about it when I do the song with Al, the E. coli song.
My eyes wide open, I'm sleepy, I'm on the highway. Paul Giamatti, a nigga was sitting sideways.
Paul Giamatti, I was sitting sideways. That one is funny, man. Like, that one is like truly not for everybody, right?
So a couple years ago, when we did our 50 rappers package, you and I had a conversation for like the 50th anniversary of Bob. And one thing that I was really left with after that conversation, we talked to 50 artists over a few months, and I felt like out of everybody that we talked to, you had the both purest appreciation for craft of rapping, which is like unfortunately a very late 90s like backpack idea, but also you saw kind of like art and beauty in a whole bunch of different styles, both extremely intricate, avant-garde, but also like sort of easily accessible and pop, and you understood where the elegance was in each of those things. And one thing that I think what Joe just said reminds me of is, to you, all of those are tricks in your bag.
I definitely want to always be like expanding my like linguistic capabilities.
Vocabulary.
Yeah, vocabulary, like ability to speak different languages and shit. I was talking about that show with Mike like a couple weeks ago. Where like, if you're in 2025 complaining about mumble rap, probably racist. You know what I mean? Like, that's like, if you haven't processed that like different people talk different ways, and that it's not their fucking job to fucking make sure that you
understand it,
understands every single word that like, why are you not trying to aspire to learn new things? Like, Boomhauer's homies know what he's talking about.
Yes, man. Or like the dang old candling win, man. It don't matter, man. It's the old oldies, old time. You know what I think, man? Like them dang I think, therefore you are, man.
Well, that's what we tell ourselves, isn't it, Boomhauer?
The moments on this album where you really slow it down for folks is when you're talking about your family, whether it's your parents or you as a parent or your kids. You say, she found me on the streets.
Hey, I'm out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Peace. Earl Sweatshirt, fire album. I fired the gun too early. End up